The second game of the 63rd Annual Indiana High School Athletic Association Basketball Tournament Finals at Indiana University's Assembly Hall sends the Anderson Indians against the South Bend Adams Eagles. We're looking at South Bend. The starting lineup is a senior, Steve Austin, at 6'3". Also another senior, Booney Hill, at 5'9". Senior Jim Webb, their leading scorer, at 6'3". Junior Darrell Ashby is 6'3", and also senior Marshall Robinson at 6'2". Also on the Adams Eagles, Leon Bush, a 6'3" junior, Dave Bach, a 6'4" senior, Ray Martin, a 5'10" senior, Val Martin, a 6'3" sophomore, Pat Daniels, a 6'5" junior, Martin Mincy, a 6'3" sophomore, and Glenn Sudop, a 6'11" sophomore. The Eagles are coached by Dave Hadaway. The principal is Bill Shebich, the athletic director, Ed Seuss. Adams comes into the game with 21 wins and 5 losses. It's their first trip ever to the state finals. Now for the Anderson Indians. They come into the game with a 25-2 record. This is their 12th trip to the state finals, and they've won 3 championships. The last was in 1946. The starting lineup for Anderson is John Speichner, a 5'10" senior, along with Jeff Janess, a 6'2" senior, senior Henry Stamp, who's 6'4", junior Roy Taylor, who's 6'3", and junior Tony Marshall, who's 6'6". Also on the Anderson squad, junior Steve Douglas at 5'10", Tom Nunn, a 5'10" junior, Kim Streety, a 5'11" junior, Jerry Quire, a 6'3" senior, junior Pat King at 6'3", junior Dan Skaggs at 6'6", and John Pistol, a 6'3" junior. Ray Estes is the coach of the Anderson Indians, Noel Douglas is the principal, and Charlie Cummings is athletic director. Well, it'll be Marshall jumping with Marshall here as we open it up. Tony Marshall, the center for Anderson. Marshall Robinson for John Adams Eagles of South Bend. Tip grabbed by Anderson in the white. Anderson in the white. Adams of South Bend in red. Travel called against Henry Stamp. Adams will get the ball out of bounds. Webb to Hill and back to Webb. Austin shoots off the front, no good. Tipped up, no good by Ashby, and it's pulled out of there by Anderson on the run. Underneath the Stamp. Missed it. Tipped up and in by Tony Marshall. First basket of the game, 2-0 Anderson. 45 seconds gone by. Outside Webb, good. Webb holds the South Bend scoring record for a career, not only for his team, but all schools in South Bend. Underneath the Stamp. Janess, short. Hill to Webb to Hill. Shoots. No good. Marshall Robinson. No good. Rebounded out by Stamp, and we're going to get a whistle underneath. And the foul is called on Darrell Ashby, number 1. Steve Austin has just scored for Adams. It's now 4-2. South Bend out in front. Stamp drives, puts it up, whistle, offensive foul on Henry Stamp. That's the first foul against Anderson. Adams ball out of bounds. Webb with the ball to this side, tries to pass it off, and we're going to get a foul again on Stamp, and that's 2. Austin throws in to Robinson. Webb from the side, no good. Austin rebounds for Adams. Turns, shoots, no good. Tipped out of bounds, and let's see who hit it last. Hit last by Marshall of Anderson. It'll be thrown in by the Adams Eagles. Austin will toss it in. Jim Webb puts it up, no good. Rebounded by Stamp, and a foul is called on Robinson. That's his first. Both teams using a man-to-man defense with a little bit of pressure being put on by Adams. Shot out back, no good by Taylor, and then Taylor fouls, and that's his second. Four to 2, Adams leads. 5:18 left to go in the first period. Webb with the ball to the baseline, puts it up, no good, gets it back. Hill tried to pass off, saved by Austin. He shoots from the side, no good. Stamp rebounds for Anderson. Jeunesse way underneath. Tony Marshall couldn't handle it. Fast break to Hill. Stops, shoots, misses it. Tipped up and in. Let's see who the foul is on. The foul is going to be called on Robinson. He got the tip, but he also got the foul, and I believe that may be 2 on Robinson. Score 6-4. Adams by 2. Webb from the side, no good. Long pass down court to Speichner, lays it up and in to tie it. 6-all, 4:10 left to go, first period. Pressure being put on by Anderson. They also using a man-to-man defense. Webb to Hill, blocked and pulled out underneath by Taylor. Underneath to Marshall, no good, whistle. We're going to get a goaltending call, I believe. A foul was also called on Marshall Robinson, and Tony Marshall's free toss is no good. Rebounded out of there by Taylor, but no good. Adams with the ball. Hill from the side, in and out. We're going to get a no basket, and we're going to get a foul called against Jeunesse. That's his first. Speichner with the ball, turns, puts it up, no good. Out of bounds, hit on the line off the hands of Robinson. It'll be thrown in by Anderson under their own basket. They lead 8-7. 3:22 left to go, first period. Jeunesse will throw it in. This side to Taylor, up and in. And a foul called underneath on number 42, Val Martin. 11-7. Anderson by 4. Jimmy Webb puts it up, misses again. It's rebounded out by Taylor. Over on this side to Jeunesse. To Speichner, drives, puts it up. It's in good, and I think we're going to get a charging call on Jeunesse. That's right, that's 2. The basket counts. Marshall Robinson at the line with a 1-and-1. Free toss, no good. 13-7. Anderson out in front. Jeunesse from this side, no good. Marshall's got it, puts it up and in. 3 baskets for Tony Marshall. 15-7, Anderson out in front. Austin, goaltending's going to be called against Marshall, and the basket will count by Austin. 15-9. Speichner with the ball, shoots a 10-footer from the side, it's good. 2 baskets for John Speichner. 17-9, Anderson by 8. Austin from this side. In good. 3 baskets for Steve Austin. 17-11. Speichner has to go off his knee, out of bounds. Adams ball. 17-11, Anderson leads. South Bend Adams, 2:06 left to go, first period. Jimmy Webb puts it up, off the rim, no good. Austin's got it underneath, puts it up, he's fouled by number 30, Stamp. That's 3 on Stamp, according to our book. Steve Austin got both free throws. It's now 17-13. Long shot by Taylor, no good. Rebounded by Austin. Out front to Hill. He's got the layup. He missed it. Tipped up and in by Ashby. 17-15. Minute 40 to go, first period. Jeunesse to Stamp. Marshall shoots. No good. Rebounded by Webb. Webb shoots. No good. Pulled out of there by Marshall. Long pass. Up and in by Taylor. 19-15. 4-point lead for Anderson. Minute 5 remaining first period. Turnaround by Ashby's good. 2 baskets. Darrell Ashby. Again the long pass to Speichner. Stamp. It's good, and a foul is going to be called on Ashby. Douglas has now come into the ball game for Anderson. Also Ray Martin for South Bend. Adams. Pass underneath Marshall, puts it up too far underneath, and it's rebounded out of there by Robinson. Webb all the way, got it. 21-19, 2-point lead for the Indians. 22 seconds left, first period. Jeunesse to Marshall, almost loses it, gets it back. Underneath to Taylor, nice move, and Taylor gets his 4th basket. 23-19, Anderson by 4. 4 seconds, 3, 2. Webb, a long one, no good. And there is the end of the first quarter with the score 23 for Anderson, 19 for South Bend Adams. Pass intercepted by Austin for South Bend. Webb puts it up. He's got it. 3 baskets for Jimmy Webb. 23-21. Anderson by 2. They've led almost all the way. Nunn now in the ball game, number 12, and he knocks it away, traveled with it. It'll be thrown in by Adams. Webb with the ball, looking for that shot again, has it knocked away. It's picked up by Stamp of Anderson. Starts up court with it, fires underneath the Nunn, too long, out of bounds. It'll be thrown in by Adams. (25-23), Anderson now in front. Robinson underneath, tries to put it up, can't handle it, and Stamp gets it. 6:40 left to go here. Taylor from the corner, got it. 5 baskets, Roy Taylor, 4-point lead for Anderson again. 27-23, man-to-man defense for the Indians. Adams also playing man-to-man. Webb out back, good. 27-25. Open Douglas, got it. (29-25), Anderson in front. Webb again from out back, no good. Rebounded by Douglas. He's on the run. Now slows it up. Taylor from the side, no good. Rebounded out of there by Martin. Traveled with it. (31-25), Anderson by 6. 5:35 left in the half. John Adams with the ball. Austin, 15-footer, good. 4 baskets for Steve Austin. Anderson's margin narrowed to 4. Marshall out back, off the back of the rim, no good. Lost away, and it's picked up by Nunn. This side to Taylor, puts it up and in. 33-27. Austin again, good. Booney Hill steals it. 10-footer is good. 2 baskets for Hill. Long pass to Marshall, loses it out of bounds. 33 all as Hill and Webb register for Adams. 4:18 left, wide open underneath his Stamp for his 2nd basket. 2-point lead for Anderson again, 35-33. Martin from the side, good. Val Martin scores. That's his 1st basket. 35 all. Knocked away by Adams. Stamp with the ball for Anderson. Over on this side to Nunn. His shot is good. Anderson again by 2, 37-35, 3.5 minutes. Austin out back. It's again 6 baskets for 6'3" Steve Austin. Tied 37 all. Marshall fires underneath. It's short, knocked away and stolen by Stamp. Shoots it from out back. No good. Rebounded underneath by Mincy. Webb puts it up and no good, and let's see what the call is. The foul is on Webb, and that's his first. Stamp's free throws made it 38-37. Here's his second. It's no good. The score remains right there. Adams with the ball. Webb with it. 15-footer. Good. 6 baskets for Jimmy Webb. 39-38. Adams in front. Stamp from the side's going to be short. Rebounded out underneath by Quire, who's coming to the ball game. A whistle, and a foul is called on Webb. That's his second. Austin from the side. It's again. Adams really blasted the net. It's 41-39. Adams by 2. Douglas outside. No good. Rebounded out by Quire. Turns. 10-footer. Good. That ties it. That's his first basket. 41 all. 2:15 left to go. First half. Austin again outside. This one's short. Stamp gets it, but we're going to get a foul called on Mincy underneath. 42-41. Adams in front on 1 of 2 free throws by Stamp. Anderson leading, 42-41. Zone defense now for Anderson. A 1-2-1. Webb up and in. 7 baskets, Jimmy Webb. 43-42. The Adams Eagles back out in front. Nunn throws it away. Adams coming up court, getting a little pressure now on a man-to-man defense for Anderson. Webb turns. No good. Rebounded out of there by Taylor, who's back in the ball game. Speichner almost loses it out of bounds. Saves it. And Quire travels with it, or stepped on the line, rather. It'll be Adams' ball. Austin with it for the Adams Eagles. They lead by 1, 43-42. Austin, 10-footer, good. 8 baskets for Steve Austin. 4-point lead for Adams. 38 seconds left in the first half. Out back, Janess. Too hard. Tipped up, rebounded by Speichner. Speichner, this side to Marshall. Up and in. 5 baskets, Tony Marshall. 1-point lead for Adams. 45-44. 22 seconds left in the half. Austin, 25-footer. Good again. 9 baskets for Steve Austin. 10 seconds left. 47-44, Adams. Janess, short. Knocked away, and we're going to get a whistle and a foul called on Martin. Time has run out here at the half. Janess had a 1-and-1 but missed it. And so the half ends with South Bend Adams leading Anderson 47-44. Anderson starting the same unit that started the ball game. However, Adams has replaced Robinson with Val Martin. Man-to-man defense for Adams. Marshall puts it up. It is short. Rebounded out of there by Martin. Knocked away but picked up by Jimmy Webb. Hill drives in, traveled with it. Jeff Janess with the ball for Anderson. Taylor from this side, no good. He's fouled by Austin. That's the first foul on Austin. One of two free throws good by Taylor. Webb brings the ball up court for Adams. 47-45. Adams by 2. Webb from the side. It's no good. Rebounded out by Marshall. Looks for the fast break. Gives this side to Taylor. Stamp puts it up off the back of the rim. No good. Austin rebounds for Adams. Out front to Hill. Hill up and in. 49-45. John Adams Eagles out in front. Jeunesse from outside. Good. (49-47). 6:35 left in the third period. Austin lays it up. It's good. The basket counts. The foul is on Stamp. 52-47. Adams with their biggest lead of the game on a three-point play by Austin, and a whistle and a foul is going to be called on Martin, Ray Martin. That's his first. 54-49 now. Adams out in front. 6 minutes exactly left to go, third period. Stamp from outside. No good. Rebounded out on this side by Martin for Adams, Ray Martin. Jimmy Webb with the ball. Almost loses it. Gets it back. Now puts it up. It's short. Martin with it. Up and in. Val Martin scores. 3 baskets for Val Martin. 56-49. A 7-point lead for Adams. Biggest lead they've had in the ball game. 5:36 left to go, third period. Jeunesse with it. Gives off to Marshall. He puts up a 15-footer and hits. 6 baskets for Tony Marshall. Martin again, off the rim, no good. Rebounded this time by Speichner. Long pass to Marshall, can't handle it, goes out of bounds. Webb drive, stops, puts it up and in. 8 baskets for Jimmy Webb. We've got 11 for Austin. Some kind of game, 60-53. South Bend Adams in front, timeout called Anderson. Anderson brings it in on the far side. Taylor puts it up. Off the rim, no good. And a whistle and a foul is going to be called underneath. Correction, a jump ball is going to be called between Webb and Taylor. Taylor with a height advantage by about an inch. Gets it to Marshall. Knocked away and picked up by Ray Martin for the Eagles. Webb on the drive, 15-footer, partially blocked. Passed out on this side, almost intercepted again by Ray Martin, but knocked out of bounds. Intercepted by Webb. And a foul is going to be called on Quire as Ashby went up for the bucket. Darrell Ashby at the line, has 2 shots. First one is no good. Here's his second one. Also no good. Webb knocks it away, picked up by Martin. Martin almost loses it, and we're going to get a jump ball between Quire and Ashby. The ball tipped out of bounds. Let's see how it's called. Anderson hit it last. It'll be thrown in by Adams. Austin will throw it in for the Eagles. Webb, 5-footer, no good. Whistle, and a foul is called on Marshall. That's his first. Webb missed both his free throws. Jeunesse with the ball, 10-footer off the front of the rim. No good. Tipped up by Quire, no good. Rebounded out on this side where it's intercepted by Jeunesse. Throws Taylor too hard, out of bounds. Adams ball. Austin with the ball, needs help, gets it to Martin. Suddenly the scoring pace has slowed down after a lot of points scored by both teams early in the third period. Austin way out back. This one no good. Underneath, Val Martin got it. 62-53. Adams by 9. This is the biggest lead they've had. 3 minutes left to go, third period. Marshall underneath, works it, gets it. 7 baskets, Tony Marshall. 62-55. Anderson down by 7. Austin looks for the 10-footer. We may get a travel call. We do. 64-55 as Webb hits again for Adams. Jeunesse, it's going to be short. Martin's got the rebound. Far side to Austin. Austin underneath to Ray Martin. Basket on the fast break. Timeout Anderson. 66-55 Adams. With the ball, Anderson. Jeunesse looking for help. Gets it from Taylor. Taylor has it knocked away, but saves it. Looks underneath for Tony Marshall. Gets it to him. Marshall lays it up and in. 8 baskets for Tony Marshall. 67-57. Anderson down by 10. Zone press for the Indians. Adams taking their time, moving it up court. Webb with it on this side. Shot is up. It's long. Stamp rebounds. Foul called. And it's going to be on Marshall Robinson of John Adams. That's his 4th. Anderson didn't score. Now Adams with the ball. Again, Jim Webb with it from the far side. Puts it up. No good. Tipped up by Ashby and in. 69-57. South Bend Adams in front by 12. 53 seconds left, third period. The Indians with the ball. And a whistle and a foul called underneath. It's going to be on Ashby of John Adams. And the ball will go out of bounds to Anderson. They fail to move. It goes to Adams. They try a long pass down court, and it goes out of bounds with 41 seconds left. Anderson again coming up court with the ball. And again a whistle underneath, and this time it's on Austin of the Eagles. That's his 2nd foul. And Roy Taylor will be going to the line. He'll have a 1-and-1 for Anderson. Gets the first. If he hits the second, the Indians will be down only 8 here in the third quarter. And it's good. Anderson again with the press. Ball comes into Booney Hill. Booney back in the ball game after spending a little time on the bench for Adams. Austin starts up court, and we get a whistle. And the foul is going to be on Jeunesse for blocking. Austin will have a 1-and-1 for John Adams. Free toss up, no good. Rebounded by Webb. He tries to feed off underneath, and the ball goes off Martin out of bounds. 23 seconds left. Third period, Anderson's ball. Indians down 8. Stamp feeds Marshall, gets the ball back and travels with it as he can't quite get control of it. Webb with it for Adams. Comes to the side underneath. No good. Tipped up, no good. Pulled off by Marshall. Long pass down court over the head of the intended receiver. And that's the end of the third quarter. The score, 69-61. South Bend Adams over Anderson. In the fourth quarter now, 75-63. Adams in front. Stamp shot is no good. Webb's got it. Comes to Booney Hill. Hill into the middle, and a foul is going to be called on Anderson's Douglas for blocking. Hill will go to the line with a 1-and-1. First shot is good. He'll get another. If Hill gets the second, it will be 77-63. Adams on top by 14. And that's the margin. Anderson up court with it. Working it. Whistle underneath. 3 seconds called on the Indians. Marshall Robinson at the line with a 1-and-1. Adams leads 81-69. Free toss is no good. 5.5 minutes left to go in the game. Far side, bucket hit by King. That's his first basket. Austin drives, misses it. Ball tipped in the air, deflected, but grabbed by Marshall. Over on this side to Douglas for Anderson. Into the foul circle to Marshall. Puts it up and in. 11 baskets for Tony Marshall. Adams has narrowed the gap to 8. 81-73. 5:02 left. Timeout, John Adams. Well, Anderson has now fought back to close the gap to just 8 points. 81-73. John Adams out in front. Jimmy Webb with the ball. Shoots out back. Hits again. 11 baskets. Jim Webb. 10-point lead. Adams. 83-73. 4:48 left. Marshall missed that one. Tries to put it up. Jump ball call. Marshall and Austin jump. Austin gets it, but then Speichner grabs it this side to Taylor. Scores. 8 baskets for Roy Taylor. 83-75. South Bend Adams out in front. 4:25 left to go. Webb scores again. 12 baskets. Jimmy Webb gives him 24 points in the game. 85-75. Ball knocked away. Speichner gets it. Loses it again. This side to Taylor. Puts it up and in. 9 baskets. Roy Taylor. Steve Douglas made his first free toss. Here's the second one. It's also good. Again, it's an 8-point lead for Adams. 87-79. 3:35 to go. Webb shoots. It's good. 14 baskets. Jimmy Webb. 89-79. Adams again by 10. Taylor from the side. It's good. 10 baskets for Taylor. Roy Taylor misses the first one of a 1-and-1. Stolen by Anderson to Stamp. Stamp's back. Partially blocked. And finally grabbed out by Jimmy Webb of Adams with the score 89-81. Booney Hill with it. Up. No good. Stamp with it. Whistle, foul, and it's going to be called. Blocking on Ashby. Henry Stamp made his first free throw, and he made the second. This is the closest Anderson has been since the third quarter. It is 89-83. Booney Hill off to Ray Martin. Puts it up. He's fouled by Taylor. That's 3 on Taylor. First free toss was no good. The second was good. 7-point lead for Adams. 90-83. 2:36 left to go in the ball game. Anderson down by 7. Douglas open for a 15-footer and gets it. 3 baskets for Douglas, and now it's a 5-point lead for South Bend Adams. 90-85. Booney Hill with it. Gives to Webb. Webb with it. All the way. Lays it up too hard. Stamp. Out to Speichner. Speichner puts it up. No good. Way too long, and it's knocked out of bounds by Stamp. It'll be thrown in by Adams. Ray Martin puts it up. Blocked beautifully by Marshall, out of bounds. It'll be thrown in by Adams. Austin for the bucket. Can't get in. Out this side, Jimmy Webb. Adams content now to slow it down a little bit. 90-85, 5-point lead. Webb drives for the basket. Up and in. .130 to go. Booney Hill goes in. Lays it up and in. Hill hits. 6 baskets for Booney Hill. 94-87. All the way. Speichner scores. Nice play by Speichner. Racehorse basketball. 94-87. Adams by 94-89. Adams by 5. Whistle. We're going to get a foul call on Taylor. That'll be his 4th. Webb misses the free toss. Taylor to the baseline. Long one. No good. Rebounded out finally by Janess. This side to Stamp. Whistle. Let's see. 3 seconds called on Marshall underneath with 59 seconds to go. Taylor open. He's got it. 11 baskets for Roy Taylor. 3-point lead for Adams. Stolen by Anderson. 94-91. 43 seconds left. It's good by Nunn. Underneath to Martin. He missed it. Anderson with the ball. Goaltending has been called. Goaltending was called against Anderson. The basket counts by Martin. Anderson up court with it. 28 seconds. Jeunesse shoots it up. No good. Rebounded by Nunn. And a whistle and a foul is called on Martin. Marshall at the line with a 1-and-1. He's missed his 2 previous attempts. Anderson, he misses that one. It's rebounded out by Webb. Webb is fouled by Marshall. Jimmy Webbs makes 1 of 2 free throws on the intentional foul call. 97-93. Stolen away by Webb. Out front to Austin. Austin lays. Goaltending's going to be called on Taylor. The basket will count. The 14th for Austin. 10 seconds left. Adam leads 99-93. This will be the highest scoring game ever in the Final Four. Jeunesse to Stamp. Stamp's got the bucket. They let him have it. 1 second. It's all over. It's all over. And South Bend Adams has advanced to the final game of the 63rd State High School Basketball Tournament against New Albany by beating former champ Anderson 99-95. Adams was led by Jim Webb with 31 points and Steve Austin with 31 points. And Roy Taylor had 25 for Anderson, with Tony Marshall right behind with 22. South Bend Adams goes into the final game with a 22-5 record, and Anderson retires from the show with 25 wins and 3 losses.